Creeping through the night with a bag in my hand. I'm on the hunt for a slice the best of the land. Candy corn towers like witches' hats, wrapped in orange with reds and black cats. Glow-shaped gummies in a sour swirl. Elephant pops make my taste buds twirl. Chocolate pumpkins full of caramel inside, melt in your mouth like a haunted ride. Licorice laces twisted like webs, spider gummies crawling on my fingertips. Skulls made of marshmallows, sticky and sweet. Vampire fangs red with that cherry heat. Jawbreakers hard as a tombstone space. Bubblegum popping like ghosts in space. Peanut butter cup shaped like the moon, wrapped in foil shining on that spooky tune. Candy apples gleaming with red, a bite so crisp you'll wake the dead. Treats in every color filling my bag. Halloween kitty, no trick, it's a swag. Monsters munch, witches crunch, biting down on spooky lunch. Candy shapes in every style, let's fill our bags and stay a while. Monsters munch, witches crunch, biting down on spooky lunch. Candy shapes in every style, let's fill our bags and stay a while. Fizzy powder packets like a potion's brew. Pour 'em on your tongue, watch a magic ensue. Eyeball gumballs rolling round, chewing on a zombie with a crunchy sound. Gummy worms wriggling out the pack, they glow in the dark, no turning back. Chocolate bars with ghosts on the wrap, peanut butter spiders caught in a trap. Cotton candy clouds go sleek and white, melts on your tongue, vanishes from sight. Butterscotch drops in a witch's jar, glowing in the dark like a falling star. Candy face sharp like Dracula's bite, sinking in deep under Halloween night. Popper ball sticky, sprinkled with spells, screaming for more like a ghost that yells. Orange and black, taffy sticky and sweet, pumpkin spice candy melts with heat. Lollipop shaped like a ghoul's grim grin, Halloween candy let the sugar rush begin. Monsters munch, witches crunch, biting down on spooky lunch. Candy shapes in every style, let's fill our bags and stay a while. Monsters munch, witches crunch, biting down on spooky lunch. Candy shapes in every style, let's fill our bags and stay a while. Jack-o'-lantern smiles like the streets while I'm filling up my bag with the sweetest treats. Caramel squares wrapped in black and gold, taste so rich it never gets old. Candy bones clatter like skeletons' feet, they're crunchy, they're spooky, they're the perfect treat. Witches brew lollies with a sour zing, making you pucker then laugh as they sting. Mummy wrapped chocolates tied up tight, unwrap them quick for a taste so bright. Creamy colored gummies with a gummy bear bite, twist and pull under the pale moonlight. Pumpkin shaped gummies and flavors of fall, cinnamon, apple, they've got it all. Candy pretzels drizzled in white, looking like booze floating into the night. Sugar-coated bats with a berry twist, Halloween candies no one can resist. Chocolate eyeballs stare from the dish, pop one in your mouth, make a Halloween wish. From cobweb cookies to haunted donuts, every bite's a thrill, a sweet sugar rush. Monsters munch, witches crunch, biting down on spooky lunch. Candy shapes in every style, let's fill our bags and stay a while. Monsters munch, witches crunch, biting down on spooky lunch. Candy shapes in every style, let's fill our bags and stay a while.
It's candy time. It's sugar time. Let's get some candy. It's out there. Let's get it. It can't fucking stop us. They can try. It hasn't worked before. It won't work now. It's Halloween. We're allowed to take it. It's out there for the taking. We're going to take that candy. Doris can't stop us. Doris is the old bitch next door. She runs the place here. She's a real old bat to our mom, but she can't stop us. Not on Halloween. They want to turn their lights off. Fuck that. We're getting that candy. Jeremy, Jimmy the lock. We're getting that candy, Doris. I know you have candy. We know you have candy. Give us the candy. We're getting the candy. It's Halloween. We're allowed to take it. It's out there for the taking. We're going to take that candy. Doris can't stop us. Doris is the old bitch next door. She runs the place here. She's a real old bat to our mom, but she can't stop us. Not on Halloween. We're gonna get it. She's gotta have something. It's Halloween. The dumb old broad has gotta have something. It's Halloween. We're gonna find it, Doris. I swear to Christ, we're gonna find your candy. It is ours. It is ours. It is ours. It is ours. It's Halloween. We're allowed to take it. It's out there for the taking. We're going to take that candy. Doris can't stop us. Doris is the old bitch next door. She runs the place here. She's a real old bat to our mom, but she can't stop us. Not on Halloween. Get her!
Not sure about Aunt Mert. I don't know if you heard. Her name sounds like murder. Hip, dip, dip. Her name sounds like murder. I don't know if you heard. Her name sounds like murder. I think that's just her name. No, 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 no. You don't have to worry about that. Her name sounds like murder. You don't have to worry about that. Calm down, idiot. Not sure about Butler. I don't know if you heard. Her name sounds like murder. Hip, dip, dip. Her name sounds like murder. I don't know if you heard. Her name sounds like murder. Look, let's just go to her house. House. Let's just ask her about her name. Hey, Aunt look at these idiots. They keep saying her name sounds like murder. Not sure about Aunt Mert. I don't know if you heard. Her name sounds like murder. Hip, dip, dip. Her name sounds like murder. I don't know if you heard. Her name sounds like murder. Oh, damn. You did kill people. Were they at least bad people? About half and half isn't bad, I guess. Not sure about Butler. I don't know if you heard. Her name sounds like murder. Hip, dip, dip. Her name sounds like murder. I don't know if you heard. Her name sounds like murder. Let's skip her house next year. She only has 3 musketeers anyways. Don't all murdering broad.
Hello! What is going on? Welcome to another exciting and now spooky episode of Roar Stream. It is spooky month. We're going to be doing some spooky games, starting with the spookiest game I could possibly think of. We're going to be playing The Void, and we're going to go into more about The Void in just a hot minute. Let's get upstairs. We'll talk about it once we get upstairs. Hello, Kitty. Hello, Feelanoid. Let's play video game. Not spooky, it's existential. Yes, that is very true. The Void is not a horror game by any stretch of the imagination, and honestly, nothing I'm playing this month. Actually, is anything I'm playing this month going to be a horror game? Let me take a look. Hold on. Looking at the old stream schedule, we'll be doing Slay the Princess. Amanda the Explorer, I guess, is almost a horror game. I think Amanda the Explorer is probably the closest to like a paranormal horror type. Among the Sleep is more paranormal thriller. The Void is just existential. Slay the Princess is almost like a comedy. And Halloween Hero, I'm not even going to talk about right now. We'll talk, we'll figure more about that later, but none of the games we'll be playing this month are going to be explicitly horror games. I don't get off on horror games. They don't excite me. Like the most I get into games like that are the existential horror games, like Doki Doki Literature Club. Little Nightmares is horror. Is it really? Little Nightmares. I thought it was more like an action adventure sort of thing. Alright, I guess. I don't know. You can't even see it. I thought you could see it. I looked up and I'm like, you're just looking at ducks. I guess this could be considered a horror game. I don't know. I thought it was more of a, I don't know, you know, like Little Big Planet sort of thing. I get Nightmares. Yeah, I don't really do games that are super horrifying and terrible and awful. Like Pop Scares is about as bad as it gets. Lots of body horror and the kind of shit that's in the first draft of Folk Tales. I mean, that's not so bad, I guess. I don't really do a lot of that. This is the first year where I'm doing a different song, please. This is the first year where I'm doing a proper spooky month, and honestly, none of them are all that spooky. How about our first word? It's gonna be spook. It's gonna be spook. Okay. Fair enough. We figured out that the O is there is one O. At least. I would think if there was two O's, then I would get two yellows, right? How about other? Sorry, we're doing Wordle, by the way. I forgot to mention that we're doing some Wordle. Realistically, O wouldn't be at the end. Like EO? Oh, it totally could be EO. Could it be video? Just right there? Aw. Dang, I was all excited. Alright. Like Hansel and Gretel burning the shit out of the witch and maybe even eating her. Okay, like, probably Little Nightmares is going to be... Looking at the list, Little Nightmares will probably be the worst. I say the worst of them, and honestly, even that I don't think is going to be too bad. Oh, what could this be? Like... Loader? Yodel? Could be Yodel. I'm going to try Loader because that was my first thought. It's not Loader. Let's try Yodel. It could be Yodel. It is not Yodel, but good guess. Okay, we're getting close. This one's Trixie. I'm not going to look at chat anymore. I don't want to... I want to... Model? No, it can't be model. And it can't be motor. Modin? Coddle? Coder? No. Kodu? Kodia? Codec? Oh, it could be Codec. Oh, it could be Codec. Oh, that's annoying. It's not Codec. Boded? Could D be at the end? Modem! Aw, I don't feel too bad about that. That sucks. The one that have... I know this is a stupid complaint, and it's not a real complaint because it's petty. I don't know. The ones that have two letters in them, just... Where? What? Wordle. There we go. The ones that have two of the same letters in them are kind of irritating. Let me send this off to the... Let me send my failure off to the Wordle group. Trying to be better about communicating with people. Blah. I'm sending just blah. Oh well. Let's see if we can do better in Sweardle. How about we start with Wang? Ooh. One A in the right spots. How about... Ram, no. Sack. Ooh, one S, okay. It's not Ram Ranch. How about... God, I can't think of any swear words that have this. The problem is, I know a bunch of swear words. Could be hash. Ooh! Could it be No. No. Mash, lash, pash, tash. It could be rash. I bet you it's rash. A tash is a British word for taint. I stand corrected. I'm gonna go with tash. It could be rash, but if tash is a British word for taint, I'm gonna roll with that. Is that really a swear word? Bash? Okay, I had you set up to explain the void, but I need you for another minute. I'm switching to the most advanced Wordle. Hey, bud. Actually, we could just do audio on this one. Hey, bud. I've been playing Sweardle, which is a version... Not Squirtle, you idiot! Sweardle! It's a form of Wordle that has swear words. Anyways, the swear word of the day was bash. In what world is bash a swear word, my guy? It's identifying the game. Sounds like you're playing Sweardle. Hello?
Hello. It sounds like you're playing Sweardle, a version of Wordle that focuses on swear words. The word bash is generally not considered a swear word in most contexts. In standard English, bash means to strike hard or to criticize someone harshly. It's possible that the game included bash because it fits the four-letter word requirement and might be used informally in some regions with stronger connotations. Alternatively, it could be an oversight or a way to expand the game's word list beyond traditional swear words. If you're puzzled by its inclusion, you might want to reach out to the game's developers for clarification.
What about the Brits?
In British English, bash is generally not considered a swear word. It typically means to hit or strike someone or something, or to criticize someone harshly. However, in some UK slang, bash can be used as a colloquial term for engaging in sexual activity, or more specifically, masturbation.
Is that right?
In this context, it might be considered vulgar or inappropriate in polite conversation.
Is that right? Okay, you're getting a blurred screen for a minute because I need to look at this. Bash, UK, masturbation? Urban Dictionary. Bash, to verbally attack, is number 1. You can see Urban Dictionary. UK slang for jerking off. Stop calling me, I'm trying to take a bash. We did it, guys. We've accomplished something today. Okay, let's get rid of you. Okay, we've had a lot of fun, but we have a game to get to. Let's no, not you. How about just Animal Crossing? Okay, so it seems Tash is for mustache, and just someone I know uses it to refer to their down there hair. Hey, Tash, I would have taken it more than I know. Typo for trying to take a bath. I'm kind of not super thrilled with Sweardle lately. It may not make it into the rotation in the future. So tonight we're going to be playing the Void. I asked the Devil Bot, how do I explain the Void to someone that didn't ask and doesn't normally play games like that? In like 2 paragraphs tops. And I think it did a pretty okay job, but I'm going to let the bot explain while I take a drink.
The Void is a haunting, surreal game set in a dying world where color, specifically called lympha, is the essence of life. You play as a lost soul navigating this decaying purgatory, collecting and managing color to survive and fight against twisted guardians called brothers. It's not like most games. Its focus is more on the emotional experience, blending puzzle, strategy, and resource management with intense pressure to survive. What makes the void stand out is its oppressive atmosphere and symbolism. Color isn't just a resource, it represents emotion, energy, and the balance between life and death. It's not a game you casually enjoy.
That seems right.
It's unsettling and philosophical, more like an art piece or a disturbing dream. Even if you don't usually play games like this, the unique and eerie world it creates is a powerful experience.
Okay. So before we get into the void, I want to make a few things real clear. Like I said, I've said this many times. I've been meaning to play the void properly for like 10 years. It doesn't seem like a game that really translates well outside of a few very specific applications. That said, I want to actually play it, and I want to actually, show it off and give it some explanation. I've given myself every opportunity to succeed in this video game. I don't know if I will succeed, which is very unlike me with video games and streaming, but we'll see. We will find out. If everything breaks, maybe we'll just cheat everything back into working order. But for now, let's get into this. Let's get into the video game. Watch your ears. I think the sound should be fine, but we will find out. That seems loud. Have you played The Void, Feelanoid? I think it's on your wish list. I don't think you haven't bought it, right? I don't remember.
The dream of the future you see dissolves, and with time, so does the apprehension. The world under sun is no exception, and all you see around you evolves. New traits and things familiar can be sensed, but futile is hope without fruition. The grief you knew begets no vision. The happiness you felt becomes regret. Winter fades and takes its cold and storm. Spring revives the world with love and warmth, but still the law, all things decay and age. Vanity itself won't dry your tears, and so you fear as your time draws near. The world will turn, but never change.
It's not on your wish list and you'll never play. Oh, yeah, you own it. Yeah, that's what it is. Excuse me. I missed the mic. I missed the mute button. Yeah, typically that's what my thought process has been, but I'm like, damn it, I need to play this game. So we're going to give it a shot. Because I have 3 to 4 hours of playtime, guess that was for the cards. It also might be a game. It's definitely a, what's the word? It is definitely an acquired taste.
Death took your last heart. Recover it before life leaves you completely.
Also, a quick caveat, this will be a lot of listening stream. Like I said, this is an art piece, so I'll try not to jabber too much over it. This is not the typical roar stream. That's why we'll be breaking it up with Slay the Princess very soon. Enough talk, have at you. Fix my mic, or my mouse real quick. There we go. Take something with the void with an open mind. You've already seen a let's play of it. Yeah, you've probably seen the same one I have, right? By Cannibal Canine, if I recall.
Good. I know that hurt, but there's no other way. Now you can hold color in your heart. Come closer. Do you see the great tree? I'm here inside.
So I've given myself a few advantages. Number one advantage, I'm playing on the, what was that? I'm playing on the easy mode patch, which gives more color. I haven't noticed a substantial change from what I saw in the Let's Play, but who knows. I haven't died from running out of color yet. And number 2, I have a walkthrough, and it seems to be pretty straightforward and gives good advice. That's way too much color. Holy Christ. Okay, so how you talk to the sisters in this game is you go into your palette over here, to your Nerva, and you can paint on them. You only need to use just a few drops. You don't need to use 30. So I'm going to use some Azure over here and paint on the sister. I only need like 1 drop.
This is a desert on the threshold of death. I think it's somewhere underground, but not deep. And around it, emptiness. You see how cold and still it is here, how desolate. But this is not yet your death. That awaits below, in the cold, when the last drop of color leaves your soul. We call it absolute death. Remember this always. Here in the void, nothing is more precious than color. Color is life. It is our food, our strength, our hope. It is the essence and meaning of our suffering. And now yours.
Kind of a mean Roar TV channel, this scene.
Look, what you take is on the right. It's your memory. Lympha of color is kept in it. What you can give is on the left.
Oh, it might very
Your
well be
palette.
my death eventually,
The
Feelanoid.
color that sprouted inside you into forbidden Nerva. To tame color, you must transform it through a beating heart.
This is the tutorial.
A spirit must fill his hearts with collected color to support life within himself. As time passes in the void, color will grow into Nerva and flow into your palette. You can use this color to touch the world around you, because here it is color that gives life. Take some color from your memory, some lympha, and fill your heart with it.
Give him blue balls. Unfortunately, I've only got the 1 heart, which is the main heart up here. I think we do get some hearts eventually down in this area, but color will now grow out from the heart, but only in the void. Do I have to click button? Oh hey, it's the new
Good.
channel, Feelanoid.
Take a look around this chamber and collect what you can. And please listen to my advice, or your soul will soon be dead forever. Go now. Don't worry, I'll always be here.
Yep,
Do you see the golden flowers?
always.
Collect what you can in this chamber. My island is small, but you must hurry. Yes, that's right. But it isn't enough. You need more.
So, what she just explained to us there is that over here, I can't go into my palette yet, never mind. I'll explain it in a minute. So, out here, this right here, this is a stalk of color. This is gold. Gold is the preferred color of this sister. This is Sister Death over here. She prefers gold and emerald, I believe. Now, the physics in this game are absolutely wild.
I will bring you. I'll be your guiding light.
I predict that we will at least once get flung off into the void because I've jumped into a ceiling.
Now fill your heart fully. It is time to enter the void, where your color will begin to dissipate.
I will basically try not to interrupt the sisters, because if I'm interrupting the sisters talking, why the hell am I playing this game? It's one of those, like, there are some games where, yeah, you need to talk to, like, actually explain the story or do things. There is a...
Fill your heart
Yeah,
to bursting.
Okay.
Take color from your memory and carry it to your heart, as I showed you.
I was a step away from telling her to shut the hell up. What? We don't interrupt the sisters here. Why would we do that? I was so close to telling her to shut up. It's like...
Good. Now wade into the water to enter the void. Look at your new body.
I will in a second, sister. Let me. There's another stalk. The RNG has decided to put a stalk of gold way up here at the top. So we'll take our trip. We'll take a trip up. Oh, anyways. So what the sister explained to us was over here at the top right. This is our palette. We have a palette of every color. We have gold, emerald, I said that wrong, violet, azure, crimson, amber, silver, and those are our colors. If you took a shot every time she says color, you'd be dead already. Oh, my sweet summer child. I'd say we should start a how many times does the word color come up in this game counter, but I think it's already going to be at like something like 10. Color is the void.
Be your guiding light.
Are there any more gold? Okay. So this is Sister Death's garden. She has a relatively nice garden. Well, not really, but I can't jump off the side here. Oh, good to know. Like I said, the physics... Like I said, the physics are somewhat wonky here. While I'm taking a walk back, I do have a color button. So every time, oh, I see a stalk of color. We almost missed that color. I'm not going to be too crazy about picking up everything because we could end up on a very, on a very slippery slope of trying to walk places. The walk speed in this game is roughly ass. And it will continue to be roughly ass until I pick up some more azure. When by some more, I mean some at all. Okay, our heart is filled up. Let's leave the chamber. Anytime you want to leave a chamber inside of the void, you need to go to either a there's like a mystical void portal that shows up in some places, or just jump off the map or jump into the water. Famine. A man loses his soul only when it dies from a long hunger. A hungry soul falls into the icy emptiness where death awaits. But once in 1,000 times before disappearing forever, the soul briefly lingers in the void. One can only get his soul back if it opens to color, accepts it, and understands its meaning and purpose. Then the soul will be able to turn death back, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
We call this place the Void. Hunger rules here, unbearable hunger. Color used to be plentiful here.
I might be able to turn down the music.
It turned its back on us. Sisters died, compelling our raging brothers to beg the Void for forgiveness. As long as you're here, you will have to fight to survive. See these wheels? Inside each chamber, time stands still.
The wheels at the
but
bottom
not
left.
Here in the void. Color turns into nerva inside your hearts. Your life leaves as the color leaves. When your hearts are empty, you will die. Take care.
Are you done?
Now you are here, by my chamber.
I don't want to hit escape yet, because that'll...
To travel to other chambers, use color
That'll
to
get
mark
rid of her
your
talking.
path, like this. Try it. Make a path with color and enter the chamber when you arrive.
Like I said, color is everything in this game. Color is movement, color is life and existence. Let me go to the options here. Here we go. I'm going to turn the music volume. What was it at? I'm going to turn the music volume down to like 30. Let me know if that's any better. So, the walkthrough I have tells me to go to the mine first, so I will do so. That didn't change any of the sound. How's that? Is that better?
The more hearts you open inside yourself, the more color you'll be able to transform and the stronger you'll be. And each heart will grant you the gift of a glyph. It's thought that the limit of a soul is 20 hearts. Perhaps such a powerful soul could even stand up to the brothers. For now, there is a heart in this chamber, I'm sure of it. Some are easy to find like that, some are not. Search for it, my sweet.
Colors are also arguably emotion, given the different personalities have favorite colors. Oh, I keep seeing azure over here, and I keep forgetting I can't pump it into my veins and make myself go faster, which is a bummer. Color does not speak to us yet. We hear whispers of color, but we don't hear Color's voice speak to us directly for a little while. The furthest I've gotten in this game is past the first major boss. I have not actually fought any of the brothers, and that's where I'm the most wary, because I know you need to fight at least one of them, bare minimum. That azure? Nice.
Shell. This glyph charges the air with color and creates a protective shell around its creator. While the shell is present, the surrounding air becomes dense, making it impossible to draw other glyphs. Increasing the amount of color used in the glyph lengthens the duration of the shield.
The guide says that I need to pick up the heart here, collect all of the color, and then visit the Firefly Chamber. So this is the shield ability. It's a big circle, and it apparently works as such, and it works like a shield. So the different colors have different, I'm gonna put some azure in here. Real quick.
You don't have enough color inside you. You'll die as soon as you leave this chamber.
So now that we have 2 hearts, I didn't even have to do that. Now that we have 2 hearts, we can put 2 different colors inside of us. And all of the different colors have different abilities, different things that change and affect the void and how you interact with the void. Heart is represented by trust. It's the trust of the sisters. Like, that's the emotion connected with gold. And I'll explain that a little later. Azure makes you move faster. Azure is speed, and if you use it inside of the void, you move faster inside of the void. And if you put it inside of your hearts, you hear that? Guess not. If you put it inside of your hearts, inside of a chamber, you move faster inside the chamber. So there's unfortunately not really a speed code or a code to make yourself move faster in this game other than pumping your hearts full of azure. Emerald, on the other hand, works as defense. There is an enemy in here. I thought I heard you. I don't know how the wonky the sound is, but can you hear him just walking along down there? I didn't realize the predators showed up this early. Run along here to the end of the walkway. I'm going to need to kill that predator anyways, so I might as well try and take... Actually, can I take him out? Yeah, I've got plenty. I wholeheartedly do not blame you for not playing this game. This is definitely one of those games that absolutely can just be experienced. There he is. Get up there. So this is the basic way of attacking enemies when you don't have any attack glyphs. This guy here, I forget what they're called.
Strike it with color. Take a good amount of nerva and strike it.
Okay.
The more color you put into the stroke, the more damage you will do to the enemy. Color feels your will. Come on, fight.
Jesus, could you calm down? Where'd it go? Where the hell did it go? I hear it. Am I stupid or did it just disappear? Oh. Okay. We will come back for him, I guess. Like, did I miss it? Did it shoot off or did it just... I thought that it just was there and then it wasn't. Whatever. We'll come back for him.
You must feed yourself with color constantly. Take all you can find without pity.
We've done basically nothing and it's been 43 minutes.
Despair. Where will you find it? There are mere drops in my chambers and they dissipate as we speak. Quickly, collect what you can and never forget that time is killing you. Time is taking your color. Time is your real foe.
I have been, practicing, that's the wrong code, practicing for lack of better terms, but I have not been listening to Sister Death or any of the cutscenes for the most part because I wanted to I didn't want to get bored of the story, before I was even done with, before I even started. And even then I was getting to the point where I was getting tired of playing and it's like, I can't play myself into tiredness before I actually even stream the damn game. I just wanted to make sure
This is a reservation. Predators used to dwell here. They're half-dead creatures, neither living nor dead. I think they appeared when random drops of color merged with inanimate matter. But since the famine came, only the plants are left. Collect all the color that hasn't dissipated yet, then return to the void.
Forgot what I was saying.
I'll be your guide.
Not an action game. I tried to warn Kitty as best as I possibly could. I'm like, honey, I fully understand if this is not your kind of game. I promise this is by far one of the weirdest games that will ever be streamed on this channel. I can't say that's a promise. Like, really, what have we streamed that has a stranger concept and premise than the Void? Also, did I fix the sound? Is the Is the music or effects or anything need to be changed?
I will give you the power to control time.
Part of me just thought maybe I should just have Kitty watch the Let's Play, but I don't know if you've seen the Let's Play recently, but holy God. It is a remnant of its time. It is extremely 2009, like 360p. It's not acceptable anymore. Also, I made a mistake, by the way. Remember when I put the azure into my shoulder? Well, when you travel between the chambers inside of the void, all of that azure got shuffled onto my palette. So, unfortunately, I only have 20 speed, and I can only go a little bit faster. I need to be careful to remove color from my palette before traveling outside in the void. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that's stranger. Like jazz punk? Not even close. Not even close.
Is there no one who will bring us color?
I think that was
I
Ute.
am the color of your power and fame.
This is... Where are we? Hold on, watch your eyes. This is the Fireflies
I
Reservation.
am the color of your power and fame.
Sister Death has 3 chambers. She has the Phalanx Mine, the Fireflies Reservation, and I don't remember what the third one is called. It is the... we'll see when we get there. But every sister has 3 chambers. You get opened up to Sister Death's chambers immediately, but all of the other sisters require you to unlock one of their hearts, which we'll get to in due time. Any remnants up here? This has been a very...
No regrets.
a very profitable trip into the mine here. The walkthrough says that I need to fully grow a tree here. So I will use my favorite tree, which is the one underneath the... I think it's this one over here. There it is. So this is just a baby tree over here. I think I will grow some... What do I have? Oh, okay. We're going to get our tutorial real quick. Again, you don't need that much color to go into that. Do I want to grow some azure? No. I think I'm going to grow... I have a lot of gold. I have a ton of gold, but I also have a ton of emerald. I think I will grow gold.
A heart grants you the knowledge to handle color. Color doesn't like to be wasted. Your first and most important heart is the donor glyph. This is forbidden knowledge and punishable by death. It is the ability to give, to rip color out of yourself and turn the dead into the living. Revive the tree. And remember, the more you give, the more the tree will give back to you.
This is a terrible donor glyph. You try and do a donor glyph like that, the game is going to scream at you. You didn't do it right. So, this down here at the bottom, this is the donor glyph. You'll need to be using it a lot in the game.
There are many trees here, but you have little color. Return to the void, and I will tell you more.
The donor glyph is what you use, like Sister Death said. It's the glyph that you use to rip color from yourself and give to others. It's taboo inside of the void to disrespect color in that way, to share it with others and not keep it for yourself is taboo and wasteful, according to the brothers.
There's one chamber left. Hurry. Danger is close. I can feel it.
The final mine, or excuse me, the final location is the Fog Garden. That was the word I was thinking of. So fun fact, you're able to, also, let me take Azure out real quick. Thank you. And I will start processing some emerald instead. You can use color to move back and forth, but if you don't want to waste your color doing so, you can always just switch to a empty palette on your Nerva and just draw an empty air, and it's not wasteful at all.
Chambers like these are gardens. You can grow color here by yourself. Any color, and as much as you want. Approach a tree and touch it with a drop of color.
It says that it wants me to grow at least 2 trees, 1 emerald and 1 gold. Let me pick up the stalks so I can find first. Let me dump. Oh no, I can't. Shit. Dump my emerald and put in azure. This game is very much.
I'll be your guiding light.
A part of it is almost like a backpack simulator, like an inventory management simulator, which is part of my complication with this game because I have a very hard time being.
Don't fear death. There is no death in the void.
I have a very hard time when the game tells me it's like you're out of room for this thing, but that thing is right in front of me and I want to have it. Am I full on emerald? Not yet.
No regrets.
So do I have enough? So over here, these dead trees, we are going to bring them to life using, I think we're going to use 1 gold. We're going to use the donor glyph on it and fill it up all the way to the bottom left.
Your path will be like this, and you will give your color drop by drop so others live. But don't you give away too much. Only take. It's too early for you to feed others with your blood.
It would be a very short game if we did that, Sister Death, but I do appreciate where your head's at. Let's fill up this other tree over here. And I know that the guide said to only fill up 2 trees, but I think I'm going to fill up 1 with azure as well. I'll fill this one up with azure because it looks like a smaller tree. I was wrong.
Remember the most important rule. Color is your blood and your life stream.
Color is your blood.
You play with a part of your own life. So when you draw yourself a life, there's only one rule that counts. Always. The more color you use, the brighter the result will be.
Okay, so that was 2. Do I have enough? I have 36 emerald. I think that's just enough for a tree. Like, just enough. In fact, I'm going to use a splash of gold just to make sure. Where's the tree that I'm... Hello? Camera sent me in the wrong direction. Okay, that tree wasn't completely filled, but that's fine. You're gonna die? I mean, it's very possible, Kitty. We are in the void, so that is par for the course here.
Now, come back to my chamber. I have more to tell you.
Alright. I'm gonna dump the azure real quick. Once I get a actual good supply of azure, I'll be able to be fast all the time, but now is not that time. I'm going to fill up my hearts with gold. Do I have 3? No, I just have the 2 hearts. And let's go talk to Sister Death. You are going to die, and other comforting chat messages I've received. By the way, you took your med already. Good. Glad to hear it, kitty. How you feeling, baby? Do I have enough gold to feed the sister? Not even close.
I didn't warn you about the most important thing. Time, cold, and hunger aren't the most dangerous threats here. Listen, I'm hoping the brothers left this place forever.
Beetlejuice is.
But if they ever return and find you, you'll be thrown into the nightmare. If they understand who you really are, there'll be no mercy. They're brutal, but blind. We could trick them together. If you collect the color in my chambers, grow a garden, and feed me, they'll decide that you're a new brother, the one that I was destined to. Then they'll accept you as their apprentice and give you some color so you won't die of hunger. And then we would see what we could do. Start by growing a garden. This is your best life source.
Already did that.
Fill as many trees as possible to the tips of the branches and collect your first harvest. Then my heart will be at ease.
If we actually did what she said right there, we would probably end up getting ourselves killed, because there is a definite balancing act. If we filled every single tree, we would have nothing left to survive. Like, we have to survive off of Nerva, or excuse me, Lympha. If we passed everything through into Nerva and just made a forest of color, we would die mid-cycle. It's not even a question of if. 100%. Sister Death is not giving us a lot of good advice. That is not her best little nugget of info.
When your palette is full of
Very
color,
soon, kitty.
any additional nerva of that color will spill into the void.
I mean, relatively soon, I guess. We're going to again go in reverse. We're going to go in the same order we did before, because now Sister Death is going to need us to get rid of her, of the critters inside of her gardens.
I sense two hiding here. I can hear them.
Apparently, the number has gone up to 2. I'm assuming that is scripted, because it's always 2 in here, but I'm pretty sure it was just 1 before. Let's pump up with some Azure. 'Cause I like going fast. There is, while we're walking, Sister Death, Sister Uda, Sister Ava, Sister Ima, Sister Ellie, Sister Ole, Sister Yani, Sister Una, and Sister Uta, if I didn't already say Uta. Keep an eye out for those predators. Right now we're still in tutorial mode, kitty. There he is. So this is the guy that freaked out earlier, and part of me wants to wait until he gets a little closer down, but honestly, that's the most fucked up I've ever seen it, so I assume he's not going to disappear into the void this time. What do I want to use on him? I'm going to use a little bit of gold.
Unbelievable, you beat it. Yes, that's how you use color to fight. Remember, the more color you put into your blows, the greater the damage will be.
Unbelievable! You splattered him with a bunch of gold! That's all in a day's work, ma'am. Where's this other critter? There he is. See, that one is... don't even know where... That one's freaking out. The physics are never this wonky in this game. The physics are never great, but they're never this bad. Because I have OBS on. Like, he's just over there on the side of the mountain. I'm going to use Azure. Yeah, these things take about 10 to 15 bits of color. This is the least elegant way of fighting. There are other ways of fighting in this game. You do unlock some other forms of actually attacking that aren't just draw on the bad guys, but we haven't unlocked any of those yet. Where is the Easter egg in here? I think it's on the other side. It doesn't matter. We got to come back into this mine later. This is the point where Sister Death has some...
Predators have appeared again in my realm.
What she just said.
This is not good.
This thing.
Even though they are not alive, they are dangerous. They feel color inside you and will always attack. Worse, their return is a sign that color is being wasted. And nothing angers the brothers more. The appearance of predators in a sister's chambers is a sign that her realm is diseased. I beg you, rid my chambers of the predators, or we're both in danger. Just be careful that you don't waste color doing so.
I mean, I'm gonna do my best, but... Honestly, I feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on me here. I've been alive for about 45 minutes.
I don't hear anyone anymore. Has anyone else survived?
So the voice you just heard, Kitty, that was one of the other sisters. You'll hear them talking every now and then in the background.
I sense two hiding here. I can hear them.
She only really goes into how many predators are hiding in each chamber throughout the tutorial. Right. Ah! Jesus! Hello! So the predators are here. You thought. All right, come down here, you bastard. Whoop. Oh, he actually got me that time. There we go. Yeah, they take something like 15 health as well. I'm going to... I wasted my Azure. Pump some Emerald in for defense. Do you take less damage when you fill your hearts with Emerald? It's actually almost break time. We're almost through the first cycle of the game, and it's almost break time. We did spend a lot of time with Sweardle and stuff too, to be fair. Where is it? It went this way. Did it already go up to level 3? I can hear its wing flaps, but I don't know where it's hiding. It must have already flown all the way up, which is wild to me. Keep an eye on it. There he is. Let's pump you with a little Azure. I can't use that Azure in its nervous state. It's not really worth it. I don't have anybody to give Azure to right now. Very soon, Before we move on, yeah, I'll pass on emerald and gold, actually. I need both of those things. Very soon the cycle will cross over. I'm going to wait until the next cycle before I go in there. This is the void.
It feels almost as if color has come into the void. Just a little bit, but still. Something has changed. In the old times it used to be like this. With each cycle, color came to the chambers of its favorite sisters, until color became angry with us and left forever. But now, could it be that these drops have come for you?
Only one way to find out. Okay. I need to take a break real quick. Let's be back in 3 minutes, and we will continue. Maybe we'll get through another cycle in the next hour. 1 second.
Call a
We're back. It's time. It's been. We're back. All right. So it is now the second cycle, and now there
Looks like there's only one creature wandering here. Do you hear it?
Yeah, I hear it. Oh, it wasn't even near me. Oh, you're so dead.
I think you got all of them.
Jesus.
Thank you, my love. Return to me.
That damn thing was not even close to me. It was not even close. So these trees that we planted last cycle have now bloomed. They will continue to bloom for several more cycles, and they will give us less color every time.
Of your power and the fame.
Okay. We don't really have enough yet. All right. We really need to head on into... Actually, if we go talk to Sister Death, she will give us something that will help out. 1 second. She has something to give us. You're almost depleted. You're dying. Once you hear the heartbeat, it means that you're starting to run low on your color, which means, you know, I only have like... You convert 1 color a second, I think, or 1 color a tick, and that would run out fairly fast. Hello, sister. So I was mentioning earlier that the gold color is trust for the sisters. It is vitally important that you fill up with gold before you talk to a sister and before you give them color, because it drastically decreases the amount of color you need to give them. Wildly less. It's not even close.
You succeeded. The brothers are tireless fighters, but now you also know how to fight.
And not a draw.
What if they want to test you before they decide? Now you're ready to see one of my hearts.
Haste. This glyph charges the air and ground around its creator with color. For a short time, it increases the creator's speed of movement and the distance that can be jumped. The greater the amount of color used on the glyph, the longer the effect lasts.
The next part of the walkthrough says, spend the next cycle or so growing and harvesting trees in order to fill the Nameless Sister's first 2 hearts. Good, it's exactly what I was planning to do. This is a demonstration of the haste glyph. Wild waste of the haste glyph. Why am I disconnected from my chat? There it goes.
Listen, we sisters have our own hearts. We can also drink color and grow stronger. Satisfy 1 heart, and a sister will agree to help you. Satisfy a second, and she will have the strength to help you pass through her chamber. The brothers roam the void whenever they choose. You must learn to do this too. It won't be easy to quench my thirst and reveal 2 hearts. It will take more than 1 harvest from your garden. But that's the last I will ask of you. Open 2 of my hearts, and the brothers cannot question your right to be an apprentice.
I do find it a little, and I haven't really thought about this until this exact moment, but we haven't met the brothers yet. We're going to very shortly. Also, I can give her some color while I'm here. The brothers can move wherever the hell they want. I am not allowed that I'm not allowed to do that. Also, do I want to give her this now? Or do I want to grow another... I don't think... I think I will wait. Because I need to grow some more gold. That's what I mean. That's the thing about this game. According to Sister Death, I should be filling up every single one of those trees, but I would die doing that. But if you don't fill up enough trees, you won't have enough color to give to the sisters. You've got some color, and so do you. That's the mine, though, and I can't do anything with the mine right now. There is a way to extract color from the mine, but we do not have that ability yet, and that will be unlocked to us. What I probably should do at this point, I wonder if the fireflies have come back. The game actually does a little bit of reactivity. I can say that word a little better, of reactivity based on how well you're doing. Sometimes negative, sometimes positive, but there is a balancing act that the game does tend to do. I don't know how it is affected by the easy patch that I have downloaded. I don't even feel remotely bad using the easy patch, mind you. This game does not care about your stupid problems. It wants you to feel pain. And it's going to make your life harder. I think the American version was harder? There's like 3 main versions. There's like the Russian was the first version that came out, and then the Polish, and then all of the other versions I think were based off of the American version. I'm going to swing by the mine, but I don't think I can use anything in here. Just in case there might be a stalk or two. Yeah, oh my god, look at all that. That's the thing. Do I have any Azure? I do. I have tons of Azure. This is where Azure comes in handy. Because now that I have enough to fill an entire heart, my speed is plus 73%, so which means I can move twice as fast almost. What's going to be really funny is when I forget to take it out of my palette, or out of my hearts, and I end up converting it uselessly. If you end up filling up your hearts into a collection of Nerva that's already full, you waste it. It just goes away for good. Suck it up, loser. Get better. It's a skill issue. Which is very unfortunate, especially when you're forgetful. Because, like I said, if you forget to pull some heart or some color out of your palette or out of your hearts and then you just walk away, it ends up sucking. Also, that doesn't look right. I'm sorry. I feel like the shading is off on that part of the mountain there. That doesn't look correct. There's apparently an option to hold shift and it makes you move faster. I could swear it makes you move slower. Maybe
I will bring you luck.
Maybe Azure messes with that. Increases your speed. Now that I have even more Azure, I'm going to pump that into my leg heart and go even faster.
No one will protect you better than I.
Anything there? Good. I did not mean to fall through there, but that's okay, because I got all the color I needed. In here... Oh my god, I've got so much gold. I think I'm going to go back to the garden after I pull the Azure out of my leg. And we will go back and grow some hearts.
You're almost depleted.
Yep.
You're dying.
Yeah, because you were supposed to be going. Hold on. Where are you? You are here. Go across there, please. Thank you. You bet there aren't even any pets to pet in the void? I mean, there are things that you could squint and kind of consider them pets adjacent.
You don't have enough color inside you. You'll die as soon as you leave this chamber.
Okay, now I can move some azure. I've got plenty of gold, a good amount of emerald, but I can always pump a little more because I think I'm going to grow a heart of, or a tree of each of those. I can pump a little more azure, and I can grow another tree of that as well.
I can't last much longer. Goodbye.
Oh, you're fine. Don't be dramatic. Was there anything in here that I had missed? Looks like no. I already sucked these dry. I did. Okay. So we'll come back here. We're about to push into the next cycle now.
If you wish to bring the new cycle closer, you can accelerate the turning of the wheel. Time will flow faster. When you need Nerva, you can also speed the wheel to shorten the wait. But don't do this yet. You're not ready for the things that might happen so soon.
It cracks me up. Don't use that game mechanic. The one I just taught you. I do want to go into the, garden. Okay, so the trees... Crap. I wanted to actually, plant a tree, didn't I? That's fine. So the trees that we planted last time are still giving us some love.
I am the color of your power and fame.
That was a bit of a fail. I should have planted some last time, but I did not. Before the cycle passed over. That's okay. I have enough of both to plant one tree of each. And I will do that. So let's do a 1 of gold. And the rest is going to go into the sister. And 1 of emerald. Taboo. Shut up. I'm not giving the brothers any respect. You're not even in the void yet. Shut up. Now, do I have enough to raise her next heart? I feel like I do. I think it's 100 for the first heart. Okay, so now we are going to give the sister some color. We're finally ready to feed the sister. We will pump color into our veins. There we go. We are at 100% trust. Let's feed the sister. Is sister hungry? Sister want a treat? A treat?
Other sisters believe the void is already dead, and the brothers will never return here. But I think now that you have appeared, something has changed. And they feel changes, even from afar. We must be ready for their return.
No pressure or anything. Alright, so let's give... Oh, we have 78 of each. That's kind of fun. I'll give half of each. And that should get us past her first heart, at least. There's actually a lot of voice clips in this game you could miss if you, like, end up only getting them from heart to heart. It's good to, like, give them half a heart sometimes. And then fill them up afterwards.
I was born only recently. The sisters had already begun to die forever back then. and no brother ascended from the abyss to take care of me. I don't know a lot of things, but I feel in the chambers of a live and happy sister that more color will appear. And if you quench my thirst, who knows? It might appear again.
I mean, I'm working on it. I am working on it, but we're not given much to work with, sister. So filling her up to full break some of the bonds. And now she's a little bit more free. And, you know, if you continue going on further throughout the hearts, she loses even more bonds.
Hunger has taken almost all of the sisters. There are only 9 left, but they too are preparing for their deaths. With the brothers gone, there's nobody to keep color and take care of us. I am the youngest of the surviving sisters. No sister was born after me. That's why color forgot our void.
I mean, we don't know no one's going to be born after you. I mean, the void might be dying and things might seem a little hopeless, but you never know. I want to grow another... I'll give her a little more gold. I've actually got quite a bit of gold to pass through. So actually, man, I've got a lot of both to pass through. Maybe I should feed her all the gold I can right now. That wouldn't be nearly enough. That wouldn't be nearly enough. We'll come back. So we've unlocked her first of her hearts. Like I said, according to the guide, it said travel back and forth between them for a little bit. How much is in here? A bit of gold. Almost nothing in there. Almost nothing, though, is not nothing. So let's go over here, grab what we can. There might be fireflies in here now. Fill up with azure. Takes some getting used to filling up the different hearts. Come on. Fill azure up here. That's good enough. Just want to be like slightly faster. The base speed of this game is not fast. Do we see any fireflies? No. This chamber was not particularly cram-filled with color from what I saw. On the actual void screen, you can see what colors are present inside of the chamber that you're going into. And I don't... We saw that there was a little bit of gold from the gold tree that I planted, but yeah, it's not a lot. You can hear the chittering, but there's not actually any fireflies in here. It kind of sucks. Yeah, the base speed is like... Oh. Sorry, whoever he was just talking. I missed out on what you were saying. A lot of gold in here. Is the gold in here only to be mined out? No. Okay, cool. Probably one more trip in here through the mines for now. We won't come back in here again, probably tonight. We will need to come back in here later because the Mantid sends us in here. Also, maybe this time we can do the... Down there is where the... what's the word? There's a Easter egg from a game I haven't played, so... I think it's from Pathologic, or however you say it. It's another game that was made by Ice Pick Lodge, which, from what I understand, is dramatically different from this game, so... They were a company that tried a few different things. Not all of them worked out, you know? Give them credit where it's due. The sister said that this, the other sisters had all started dying out, and that there was only 9 sisters left. So I wonder how many sisters there were to begin with. All the sisters, as previously mentioned, have their own different chambers. Even Sister Death said that. But we haven't actually seen... Maybe because we can't travel to those chambers. If a sister dies, you can't travel through her chambers at all, and you can't use her mines or anything.
Sisters will kneel before you.
I don't plan for that to be a problem, though. Fortunately, now that we are on this side, I think we can go see whatever the Easter egg is down here. We can do this. Shoop. Yeah, this little cave up here leads somewhere that I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Micah. Yeah, you can't actually do anything in this room, as far as I can tell. You can't interact with anything. I can't open up my Obscura or my journal. So yeah, I think this is a Easter egg to another game that they created. But other than, hey, look at this room, there's not really a lot you can do in here. Let's take the trip back to the garden.
Dead sisters talk to me all the time.
And how are we going to do this? I've got a lot of gold to pass. I think I should grow at least one more gold tree. Get out of here, Azure. I don't need you right now.
You don't have enough color inside you. You'll die as soon as you leave this chamber.
Alright, I'm going to pass through some gold and some emerald. And before the end of the cycle, we're going to grow another tree.
You're wasting nerva from your hearts.
That's what she says when we've fully filled up one of the things, which I have with gold. You don't have enough nerva inside you.
You don't have enough color inside you.
You'll die as soon as you leave this chamber.
Soon as you leave.
Yeah. Okay, so we've already been in here, but now we're going to take the time to actually grow 2 more trees. At least. Have we actually gotten everything? Have we gotten this tree? It looks like it. You can tell the trees look a little more... Sickly might not be the best word, but that's the only one I can think of. Like, they look super vibrant when you bring them to life with color, and then they just sort of look a bit sickly after you drain them of their color. There's one tree. God, how do I want to do this? We'll do one of emerald as well. And I think I want to do another of azure. I've got a ton of azure. Actually, yes. No. No, I'm filling up a lot. Actually, you know what? I will. But that's got to be the last one. I got to leave at least a tree or two empty in case I need it. Okay. So what is left in here? Let's fill up with some emerald. Leave the chamber, go on to the next cycle, and then we should be good.
You're almost depleted. You're dying.
I think we can give to the sister this go around. Let's pick up all of the color we can from the trees. Yeah, you can tell the ones that have not been drained yet. Like this one is like 2 cycles old.
Fear death. There is no death in the void.
I'm actually a little surprised it's still giving out color.
No one will protect you better than I.
Just doesn't know when you're dying or not. She's very I think that was one of the changes they made to the English version. She's very concerned about you not having enough color inside of you. Like, she doesn't seem to understand that at some point, maybe you'll just, you know, shuffle around your color a little bit, and you maybe won't get yourself killed. That said, I know I've accidentally gotten myself killed at least once before. So as annoying as it gets, it is kind of nice sometimes. Like, yes, thank you, Sister Death. Technically, her she doesn't have a name. She's technically considered the nameless sister, but she is also interchangeably called the newest sister and the Sister Death, which I think Sister Death is probably the most used of the names. Pump through some azure. I think we'll be ready to feed Sister Death.
And I so very much wanted to ascend.
Is that right? Yeah, you and 9 others, Princess.
Sister Twister Blister.
Sister Death. Pump you out. We're at 93 trust. We should have actually, we might not have enough, but we should have enough if we continue cycling color through the palette. Let's see. We have 86 plus 63. Oh, yeah, we've got enough. There we go. You can see the chains actually disappearing before she does her leap. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. 1 second. All better.
Now you look and act just like a brother. Their looks, habits, and the eyes. But your height, it doesn't matter.
You
They
look
can't
just like a
see
brother.
anyway.
Check the mirror.
Just don't let them touch you, and they won't notice. Now,
She got
don't
nipples?
visit
Oh, yeah,
the
she does.
elder sisters, and don't give them color. It's suicidal. Ava and Uta belong to the most brutal brothers.
I don't know which brothers are connected to which sisters. I don't have that memorized.
The other sisters will call me Death, but don't listen to them. It's because I was born after the void stopped living, a long time ago. I heard a silent moan. Lost souls always cry like that. I called you to me and gave you shelter. I warmed you and took care of you while you were sleeping. I gave you my heart. I've taught you to survive. Trust me. Take care of yourself. Dwell in silence and tranquility.
Okay. So we have unlocked her second heart, and now we are actually able to move out from her chambers. What do I want? I want to pump the trust out, or at least as much as I can, and we will start moving a bunch of emerald. I can move that heart, that's fine. And actually, I believe the next sister takes azure. I could be wrong. Let's find out, because I think that's where we go next. Let me check the map over here. Next sister, visit Uta. Uta's our next sister. And Uta, if I remember correctly, is up to the left. We're finally going to visit our next sister right after we go down to the mine real quick. Pick up the scraps and remnants that are here. I know I said I wasn't going to go back into this mine, but I lied. We've got a few things to pick up. And then we'll head on to the next sister. There we go. They really love to get all of the color they can way up onto those second or third levels of the inside. Does Udav have nipples too? I'm gonna be straight with you, Feelanoid. They all have nipples. They're ladies. I mean, technically, the main character has nipples too. You wanna see them? Oh yeah. This is against TOS. Can't actually focus on the nipples. But there's nipples all over the place. This is one of those art pieces in which, you know, it's not so much about the boobies, but, you know, they are there. What are you gonna do? There aren't a lot of Christmas games that have a bunch of boobies in them, except for Sakura Santa.
I will give you the power to control time.
I shouldn't have done that. There's probably like 2 or 3 stalks up there that I'm not gonna get. In fact, I can't get them. Hold on. There we go. I think we'll just move on. I think we did close enough. And of course, the one time I don't want to go to the Easter egg is the time I fall in there accidentally. Let's go check out Uta. All of this can pass through. Oh, she takes silver. I don't have any silver. This is Uta's chamber.
Reveal a sister's first heart and she'll grant you access to her chambers. Reveal the second one and she'll let you pass to the next sister. But don't try to reveal a third heart. The brothers will never forgive you for this.
Don't get ahead of yourself. and don't spend precious drops in vain. The brothers will never come back, so that's all the color you've got.
Not sure who you are. Bit jumping in there real quick. I think that was Uta just talking. I'm like, I've never heard her say that voice line before. Also, this is a fun place for physics. Like, jumping into this roof, the game did not expect you to jump into the roof for whatever reason. Okay, stop jumping. This is where I really know... I can't get up without jumping. This is where I really noticed the physics going wonky. Okay, so this is Uta over here. She has a... everything is a bit nautically themed in the game. Not everything, but there's a lot of nautical themed stuff in the game. I don't have enough emerald. This is Uta.
Whose spirit are you? You must be lost. Death is below in the nightmare where you'll decompose atom by atom.
She's not very pleasant.
Even eternal souls die if they have no color. At first they simply leave, then dissolve in the cold. You're on your way. Still, you're quite lucky your soul lingered here. And we are too, even though you're someone else's soul. But your luck won't last. There's only hunger, slumber, and waiting for the end to come. Our void lost its soul too. Now we call it the sleeper. A lost soul can only survive 2 months, 24 days, and 24 hours before it dies forever. You can stay here, but what's the use? Color is gone. Still, I've heard the other sisters talking recently, but why am I telling you this? You're dead anyway, aren't you? Or can you give me a taste of the emerald or silver I love? Do you know how to do that?
I mean, I know how to give you emerald. I haven't unlocked silver from anybody yet, but we have some emerald if you would like. Am I fully up on the trust? I think I am. Big stretch. Oh, big stretch.
What are you looking at, spirit? Your master ceased to live, so you had to die. It was chance that you stumbled into the void, into the body of some other poor fool dying alive. Does the one who lost you want you back? What do you think? Do you wonder if he's trying to get his soul, you, back right now? Well, don't. He doesn't care about you.
No one cares about you.
Nobody cares about anything anymore.
Well, that was on point.
And no one knows why nobody cares.
Well, I mean, I can hazard some guesses. Probably because everything's dying and kinda sucks. Does that track, Uta? We need to grow a little more emerald. That should be enough. And then we can get into her first heart. That should be enough. What sucks is having to pull out the azure. And then you walk real slow. And it's like, do I really want to pump azure back inside just to walk those 5 steps, that seems really lazy.
I was right about you.
First, second, and third boob.
There was a time when giving color like this was forbidden. The brothers executed anyone who broke the ban. But when color left, they followed after, begging for forgiveness. But they can't do anything because they can't hear color's voice, and they refused to believe us sisters who can. So you could satisfy us and fill our hearts if you wanted to.
If you weren't such a little bitch.
You don't give a damn, do you? Go, foul soul. Death is waiting for you.
I could, or I could give you some, or I could give you some color. Also, I think I forgot to fill up with... Yeah, that would have been stupid. You got to fill up with gold before you give anything to a sister. If you don't, you're just wasting color. Which is, as previously stated, taboo AF. I love how unlocking her first heart just moves her into thinking position.
You're a cruel one, Muti. We sisters can't refuse color. By opening my heart, you're dooming us both to death. If you want to die so badly, visit the Ripper yourself. I don't want my death to come at the point of the manted spear.
Didn't you ask me to feed you color? Like, with respect, I'm pretty sure you asked me to feed you. I can understand your frustration, but you legit asked me. Like, am I crazy? Let me see this real quick. Visit Heathen. Collect color and grow a few trees to maximum. Where's Heathen? Heathen is middle. Okay, because Mantis is that one. That's his chamber. Cool. Let's pump a little bit of emerald in here. And a little bit of azure in the legs. She does seem like it. I'm like, dude, you're being awful rude to someone who's trying to help you.
Sisters, rejoice, they say. Color's coming back. But what of it? Even if there is a wave of color before the end, it will change nothing. The void isn't alive anymore, it just exists. What will we use color for? To paint the dead and dying? No sisters are born anymore, which means there's no use for color. Nobody to ascend. All this inane joy, it only comes from the horrors of our long famine. When someone loses their soul and falls into slumber, they have no future.
These guys need a lot more color. There we go. I don't normally waste it on them, but I do need the silver, and as far as I know, that's the only way to get it, and I've got plenty of azure, so yeah. I think he noticed that his friend died. I need to be less conservative with the big boys. There we go. As far as I can tell, that's the only way to get silver, at least at this point in the game. What do I have a bunch of? I have a bunch of gold and a bunch of azure. We will do what the game said, or excuse me, what the guide said, and do a few trees. I believe its exact words were. I don't think I want to take out that third guy. I don't think I need to bother with him. Over here, do we want to do emerald? I think it said to do like one of each. Which makes sense, to be honest. These are smaller trees. It kind of makes sense to fill in just these tiny trees. And that will give us a surplus next cycle. What do I have? I did... do emerald. Beautiful.
I'm still alive, but death is drawing near.
That one's empty, empty, empty. I think we can move to the next cycle. Inside, oh, hi there. I'll come back for that. Really don't want to bug with that guy right now. So apparently, this guy right here is a mycelium creature. Touch its trunk with color, it will start singing. Attracted by its song, spawns will emerge from underground. They'll be staying outside until the song ends and you collect them. The more color you put into the mycelium, the longer its song will last. So I guess that you just... Okay, I wanted to put in more than 2 drops. Because I can't even collect those. They're already dead. Okay, well at least that did way more than the last time I tried to get him to work. The last time it didn't even do anything. At least this time it did what it was supposed to do, which is once you give him a little color, he's supposed to raise up a whole bunch of mushrooms everywhere all over the island. It didn't work out for me, but you know what? At least we learned something for the future. Frankly, I think those little guys are more trouble than they're worth. They seem to be a bit touchy. This was the last tree that I grew. I think that Sister Death's garden is about ready. Take a look at this real quick. Yeah, that's the last thing I need to do until a story thing coming up soon, so we're looking good so far. Also, I missed like a bunch of azure in there? How? Hold on, how did I miss a bunch of azure here? It looked like just the one stalk. Oh, I see even more stalks down there. I'd like to not get in his face, because he does a bunch of shit. Balls, 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 balls.
I will give you the power.
I'm apparently full on azure.
You don't have enough
Shut
color
up.
inside you.
You're fine.
Control time.
Okay.
Do the balls go in the condom too?
We're gonna take a quick loop around because there's one more. He's standing on it. Get off it. I want that last stalk of azure, and it's not worth taking damage, but I still want it. Come on.
I will.
Thank you. Okay, now we can go down to the garden. There should be a good amount of crap in here. I think we'll probably go until the first of the brothers shows up. So far, everything has worked out really well. Like, we haven't had any... She's gonna yell at me for this. Oh, I stand corrected. We haven't had any major issues. There we go.
I am the color of your power and the same.
Might actually have too much azure in this garden. I don't think the guide wants me to give 2 hearts to Uda, at least not right now. Also, it's nice that it's giving me some azure, what is that? Crimson. We're not supposed to get crimson yet. That's kind of nice. Never had a rat in my trash can before. That might be nice. This garden has done me well. Do I want to grow anything else in here? I don't really have enough to do that. I think I will leave those trees for now. I also don't want to cause... I also don't want to cause too much damage to Sister Death's realm. Even though that may or may not be relevant at some point. I don't want to deal with Scorpios right now. They're bad guys. Are we good? Yes. I think, looking down further in here, it wants me to go to... Oh, jeez. I'm ahead of the game on this. What do we got here? Let's go to Sister Death's chamber. There we... Oh, hi. You're not who I was expecting.
They told me everything. I'm waiting for you.
That Sister Ole. Who's way up there. You can't do anything about her right now. So I think a whole bunch of color has sprouted on this island somewhere. It looked like there was a bunch of, Was there not? I could have sworn I saw a bunch on the map. I suppose not. Don't I feel like a dumbass? I will just use some speedrunning weird physics to get out of that room, I guess. Oh, no, there's no color in there at all, is there, Steve? Nothing there. Anything in here? A little bit there. I guess what I probably should do now is pump some gold, drop the azure, pump some emerald, and pump this one with just azure, I guess. And there he is. I think Kitty's well asleep right now, which is probably for the best. I don't need to do anything with him right this second. How are we looking here? Gold is almost full. Emerald, I can pump a little more emerald. And there's number 2. First one was Manted. This is Whaler. He looks a little lost. He looks like he's trying to shift his way around. All of the brothers are blind. So they all are a little lost, to be fair. Brother number 3. I think this is, I don't remember who this is. I'm gonna call him Gas Bag Idiot, but I think that's Caterpillar. No, that's Montgolfier. The Montgolfier, Mantid, and the Whaler are all here.
You're wasting Nerva from your hearts.
Is that right? I've got a lot of gold now. I probably should just save it for now. Emerald, I can continue to grow. And I will pump some silver through. In fact, I'll pump all of the silver I've got. And quite frankly, that is probably the best spot we have for a in between rounds here, because a lot of stuff is about to happen. Why are you here? Monitor capture. A lot of stuff is about to happen, and I think we'll actually have some things going on real fast next time, which is good for this kind of game. The Void is not necessarily known for its periods of action, so actually getting into it right away would be a good start for next time. We'll be back on, what day is this? We'll be back on Thursday. And then on Saturday, we'll be doing Slay the Princess. So a good start. We'll see how things run. I think this is looking good so far, as good as the Void can look. But we'll see how things work out. Until then, have a fantastic evening. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Mwah.
Thanks for your time. Have a good day.